Next set. Oh, dude! Oh my god, like... Hello fighters, Rasmero here, and today we're going to be opening a box of Vanguard Overdress Booster 2, A Brush with the Legends. Okay, so right out of the box, it looks like we get a card which can be used to indicate the power boost from an overtrigger or +1 critical. And ours features Megumi and Magnolia, which I think is pretty nice because honestly, I think out of all the nations and decks we have so far, Stoicheia really resonates with me the most, and Megumi is probably my favorite character from the anime right now. Alright, now let's get into this box opening. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I have not been keeping up with Overdress news at all. I've been super busy hyping up other card games, especially Digimon, so a lot of these cards are gonna be pretty new to me. But I can definitely recognize a Sylvan Horn Beast when I see one, Bojalcon. On rearguard, cost counterblast 1. During this turn, this unit gains on back row rearguard. When this unit attacks, it attacks all of your opponent's units in the front row at the same time. That is pretty interesting, can potentially be pretty devastating depending on the deck you're facing, especially if you buff him with a lot of power. But I guess, I mean, the whole point of the Magnolia deck is to rush down the opponent's Vanguard with consecutive attacks, right? So, I mean, attacking the other rearguards on the side, I don't think it will honestly be as good as just powering up the unit itself, so it can just make it harder for the opponent to protect their Vanguard. Yeah, so interesting, but I guess not too great for what the deck is trying to do. This is just a rare. And here we have our first triple rare for Keter's Sanctuary, Refelsos. Okay, something of the Heavenly Bow, and we're ending with another grade 3 order card for Keter as well. Let me see what he does. On rearguard, if you perform the Persona right this turn, this unit gains boost, and on back row rearguard, once per turn, when your other unit stands by a card effect, this unit stands as well. So of course, it just goes perfectly well with Bastion, acting as a grade 3, I think with Bastion's effect of 15k booster, basically the same as Lux. Or was it Rooks? And of course, on top of that, he can also stand when your Bastion basically checks a grade 3 and stands one of your front row grade 3s as well. So just basically reviving one of your powerful grade 3 lines. Pretty nice support for Bastion. It's like, I mean, alright, and here we are getting one of the encounter cards. So as the name of this booster suggests, we are seeing some old legendary units, mainly the Dragonic Overlord and Phantom Blaster Dragon lines, and I've seen a lot of reactions to this on Twitter. I think quite a lot of people are not too happy with this because, I mean, how many times have we seen like Vanguard reboot and so many different revivals and new forms of Dragonic Overlord already, right? So I can totally see where the response is coming from. We finally like completely revamped the game, made 3,000 years pass in the timeline, and we still have to see these guys again. But on the other hand, I have to admit that I'm a complete sucker for Dragonic Overlord, so in some ways I am fine with this. And one way that I appreciate this is the fact that they have a special layout design just for the encounter cards where they're kind of like entombed in stone compared to the other cards, which I think is a really nice touch. I think the encounter cards are the only new right lines we're getting for this set, so you know what, let's create special rows just for them and see whether we're able to complete them. Okay, next foil, it's going to be a double rare Cleave Medora, and this is just our another card. Okay, I think it's supposed to be Cleave Muddler. On rearguard, when this unit attacks, if your Vanguard is Barrow Magnus, discard 1 card from your hand. During this battle, this unit gets power plus 5k, and if you have 10 or more cards in your soul, get an additional counter charge 1. Barrow Magnus is just one of the right lines and decks I've absolutely zero interested in at all, so we're just gonna skim over that. Next, is this one of the new sorcerers? And here we go, Blaster Javelin. Nice! Looking pretty cool in this new artwork, so we're gonna add him down. You know what, I honestly have no idea where to place them. Let's move the foils down, right? And just put the encounter cards above for now, and let's see where we go with this. Oh, and I think I might have forgot to mention this earlier, but in this set we're getting new front triggers for every nation that actually come with an effect. On the Guardian Circle, if the opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or higher, they get an additional 5k shield, increasing them to 20k shield, which I think is pretty nice. To be honest, in my current playtesting, I feel that the shield values of the triggers are sufficient, but I can see how an additional 5k on these front triggers can contribute to games becoming a bit longer and more exciting. Next we have... Oh right, I forgot that we... Oh, and here we have Undo. Of course, Undo, man. Alright, so here is our first holo card. It's a new grade 3 normal order for Dragon Empire. By discarding a card with the Overdress ability from your hand, draw 2 cards. That's pretty nice. It's kind of like the Nirvana version of like the current grade 3 Bastion card, which gives you 2 draws, which I think is really good. So this is really nice to give the Dragon Empire deck a bit more draws. We'll just put you down over there, and here we've got Undo, of course. Always has to be the grade 0 Forerunner Start Deck Vanguard for the Dragonic Overlord line, right? Okay, we're gonna put you next to Gojo over here, Blaster Javelin above. Let's carry on. Next, wow, this guy is just totally from Nubatama, man. Some Diablo's Cheer Girls, Tachikaze Feels, and our next double rare has a very pale moon feel. I wonder if it's for Barrow Magnus. On rearguard, when this unit attacks, if the opponent's Vanguard is grade 3, cost counterblast 1, so soul charge 1, and during this battle, this unit gets power plus 5k. And if you have 3 or more other rearguards, instead of plus 5k, you get plus 10k instead. So I think he's intended to be more like a generic Dark State support, which can be played in both Diablo's Bruce or Barrow Magnus, because the Soul Charge will come in handy for both decks. And I mean, you don't really need to be like a specific deck type to have 3 or other rear guards, right? Okay, and here we're getting another copy of Gojo, Blaster Javelin again in the same pack. And here it comes, another triple rare. This one is definitely for Diablos, man. Diablos Jetbacker Leonard, and dude, is his foil shiny. So these are the other cards. On rearguard, if you are in Final Rush, this unit gets power plus 5k, of course, and when it attacks, it battles all of the opponent's units in one column at once. On rearguard, when this unit's attack hits, soul charge 1, and if your Vanguard is Diablo's Bruce, choose 1 unit from your soul and call it to one of your empty rearguard circles. I think that is a really nice combination of effects, which makes Leonard both like really good for like setting up and even for finishing off the opponent. Because, I mean, Diablo's Bruce has some soul charge elements in the deck, right? So you might end up soul charging one of your really powerful units. But with Leonard's effect, even if they get soul charged, you can effectively pull them out and then just build up your field that way and potentially even get an additional attack on your turn. So that is very nice. You are going over here. Okay, so 2 triples and 2 double rares so far. Next pack. What is this? Another order card? I see another robot. The robots just make me feel depressed because they're just here to help the jail girls. Oh, nice! Dude, I love this brand new encounter artwork of Berserk Dragon. It is just so berserk, man, like ferocious and intense. I love it. And it looks like we're not getting a foil in this pack, so I'll continue to fill up the right line above. Oh, we are! Oh wait, no, but this one is just a holo, not a double or triple rare. On rearguard, if 1 or less of your opponent's cards are currently locked up in your prison, cost rest this unit, choose a unit card from your opponent's drop zone and lock it up in your jail. Wait a minute! Okay, wait, I am not sure if this is that great. Cause initially I was thinking this would be really good to like stop decks which build up resources in the drop zones such as like Zolga, but then once you lock up the cards in your jail, the opponent can just Soul Blast or Counter Blast to call it back to their field, right? So in the end, they'll still be able to get their unit back, but like I guess in a case where you really break and you don't have enough arrests, especially to make full use of like Seraph White's effects, like this guy might come in handy to just get like a free arrest off of that. Alright, holos, going to the right. Dude, we are not getting the Shadow Paladin cards at all, man. This is a pretty cool new looking Dark Dragon for Keter Sanctuary. Getting a lot of Gear Chronically cards as well. And next, here we have double rare. It's definitely one of the jail girls. And ending off with another common jail girl. When this unit is placed on the Guardian Circle, if 1 or more of your opponent's cards are locked up in your jail, cost Soul Blast 1, choose 1 of your units, and during this battle, it cannot be hit by attacks from grade 2 or lower units. To get into the Guardian Circle, well, I mean, it could come from the hand. You can even intercept with it since it's a grade 2. I think that is a really great effect. Dude, that is so interesting. Of course, it'll be useless against decks like, of course, Bastion, which is just gonna bash you in with all grade 3 units, right? But most of the other decks, I expect them to probably use grade 2 attackers when they can, so that they can intercept, so that can come in pretty handy. That's nice. Great double rares, where do you go? I guess down over here. Dude, we are only just at the end of the second stack, man. Maybe I should try to hurry it up a bit. Oh yes, I believe we saw some leaks for the third booster and we're getting like the Aqua Force-ish right chain next set. Oh, dude! Oh my god, like... This guy looks so insane! Holy crap, I did not expect him to look so good in person! Our next triple rare, our third triple rare, is going to be the Encounter card, Dragonic Overlord. Okay, this box has basically just won it for me. On Vanguard and Rearguard, during battles in which this unit attacks a rearguard, the opponent cannot call cards from your hand to the Guardian Circle. No protection. And on Vanguard once per turn, when this unit's attack hits, cause Counterblast 1 and discard 1 card from your hand, stand this unit, and during this turn, it gets Drive -1. So, I mean, if you've been playing Vanguard or like following Vanguard for as long as I have, you're definitely very familiar with these effects, which I think can definitely be a basis for criticism. Like, seriously, we're just pretty much getting the same old Dragonic Overlord again, but as a sucker who's been playing since BT01 of the very first set, the nostalgia, the feels, I just can't resist stuff like this, man. Dude, I really like this. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I really seriously like this. This is an awesome pull for me. Nice. Okay, let's carry on. We're finally moving into our second stack. Oh, that's a pretty nice looking artwork for a new order card. Oh, dude, this is such a cool looking shark for the Stoichea. I assume it's definitely for Zolga, right? I gotta read its effect. On Rearguard, when this unit attacks, during this turn if you performed Alchemy Magic on an order card, cost Soul Blast 1. During this battle, this unit gets power plus 5k, and if your opponent calls cards from the hand to the Guardian Circle, they must call 2 or more at once. Nice! Forcing the opponent to guard extra if they have to. And we are ending off with a holo card featuring Zolga, acting pretty cool. Honey of Stimulation. Choose one of your rearguards and during this turn it gets power plus 5k for every 5 cards in your drop zone. And if there are 15 or more cards in your drop zone, it gets an additional critical +1. I think that is pretty damn solid because I think my sense of seeing Zolga is that, I mean, it does a lot of cool stuff and can set up board quite easily, but sometimes it just lacks enough push to finish the game, and I think this kind of like adds that bit more of power that it really needs. That's pretty sick. Okay, so we'll put you down here. Next. And I like how it really it's really control-esque in the point where like the longer the game drags on, the more cards you fill up in the trash. I mean, in the drop zone, that card becomes even more powerful. Oh, I think our SP has just landed and it's going to be Blaze Maiden Parama, which is the new potentially 20k guard front trigger for Dragon Empire. Pretty nice. I mean, even in D-BT01 I got like the... what was it called again? Right, the Orphist Heal trigger as my SP. This time we're getting another trigger and another undo. Okay, so SP deserves a special slot. I'll just put you with the other triple rares over here. Well, I'm still hoping to pull a DSR somehow. If I'm not... oh, nice! Full bow! Oh my god, this is so nostalgic. Okay, we've just got full bow, the grade 0 starting Vanguard for the Shadow Paladin Encounter line. We'll put you up there. I mean, I will always love the dogs of the Paladins, man. And next we've got a double rare for Dragon Empire's Stealth Dragon, Togachirashi. Okay, let's take a... nice bar! Wait a minute, bar? Wait, they get an additional grade 1. Okay, so we got Gojo and bar. Okay, so I guess I'll just put bar over there. As you can see, I honestly have not been keeping track at all. And let's see what Togachirashi can do. When this card is discarded from your hand during your turn, this card can be added into the soul instead. Okay, not too shabby, I guess. Nice utility there. Get some extra soul. I mean, after playing the Nirvana trial deck so much, I mean, I know how much it needs more soul to make use of the original Velrina's retire. Nice, and here we've got Blaster Dark. Okay, let's put you up at the top next to Blaster Javelin. And we're getting our next holo for Keter Sanctuary, a grade 1. Witch of, I think, Resonance Brana. On rearguard, if you have a Vanguard with Blaster in its name, when this card is retired as the cost for one of your cards, it is treated as 2 units being retired instead. So that is of course great support, I believe, for the Phantom Blaster Dragon Encount support line, but she herself is not an Encount card. So this is just a bit weird for me. Like, is she a future card that's designed exclusively just to work in the Phantom Blaster Dragon Encount deck? Because Bushiroad did mention, like, they're just gonna do this now, but the Encount, we're not gonna really see much Encount cards and support in the next few sets, right? At least I think that's what they said. So this feels a bit weird to me, unless... are we going to get a Blaster in the future? I don't know. I guess I'll put her down with the other double rares. I mean, as much as some people I can foresee will complain about it, I'm pretty excited to see if we'll have like any, you know, descendants of the Blasters, those who carry on the Blaster will, some new Blaster something, you know? Or just some weird unit that just happens to have Blaster in its name. Our next triple rare is such a freaking cool new card for Stoicheia, and I mean, judging from the design, it's just gonna be for Zolga, man. Demon Headhunter. On rearguard, if you played an order card this turn, this unit gets power plus 5k. When this card is placed on rearguard during this turn, the next time you play an order card with Alka Magic, reduce the cost by Counterblast 1. That's just fantastic. No wonder it's a grade 3. That is such awesome support for Zolga. Okay, so our 4th triple rare, okay, you're gonna have to overshadow Dragonic Overlord a bit so I can show all the cards that I got. Okay, next. Oh, Karen is appearing as well. I mean, I guess I kind of should have expected it. I mean, he's always there whenever, like, the Blaster Dark is involved, so we'll put you up there. Dude, this is a freaking cool new card for Dragonic Empire. Both Volcanic Gun Dragon, what do you do? On rearguard, when this unit attacks, if your opponent has no rearguards in their front row during this battle, it gets power plus 5k. Okay? I think that's supposed to work with Eugene, but if I'm not wrong, Eugene has not been working very well in the meta. Although he's still a card that I definitely want to try playing someday. And nice! Here we've got Dragon Knight Nehalem. Oh dude, what the hell is that? Oops. Yeah, okay, anyway, first Nehalem is going to be our rare. I think we are really getting a Dragonic Overlord box here, which I'm totally fine with. We'll put him up there next to, who's that? A Berserk Dragon. And let's check this guy out. Dude, the Heavenly Soaring Dragon, Prideful Dragon. I mean, you look freaking prideful as heck. Let's see what you can do. On rearguard, when this unit attacks, if you have 4 or more grade 3 rearguards, cost Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1 to draw 1 card. However, if you performed a Persona Rite this turn instead of drawing 1 card, during this turn, this unit gets power plus 5k and critical plus 1. If you don't Persona Rite, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1 for 1 draw, I think in some situations that could definitely like save your life and like connect to an even better play in future turns or even this turn, but just seems a bit on the expensive side to me. And I mean, the plus 5k and a critical plus 1, I guess it's kind of worth it and can potentially well finish the game there. So that's, I guess I'd say it's a pretty nice support, but like he just feels a bit on the expensive side to me, although I mean, in my playtesting of the Bastion Trial deck, I had quite a lot of extra counter blasts, which I just, you know, just kept blasting on the grade 3 order to draw 2 cards. And here we have, of course, the new Orphist Order, the Decaying Moonlight. I mean, this series of Dark Knight and Abyssal Dark Knight cards, their names are just so epic. And here we've got that Dragon Dude in his normal rare version, and our next holo is going to be Diablo's Cheer Girl Natalia, the front trigger with extra guard for Dark Stakes. And here we go, our final pack of this box of A Brush with the Legends. I'm honestly not sure if we're gonna get anything else here. Let's see. Yes, this is another cool looking Zolga new order card. For Counterblast 1, bind this card, choose up to 2 orders in your drop zone and add them back to your hand. So that's pretty nice. Some good recycling over there for your orders. And our final card is going to be a double rare for Stoicheia with very strong Neo Nectar feels. Urdra, On rearguard, during your main phase, when you move or swap the positions of your rearguards, you can even move them across columns. That's pretty nice. And on rearguard, your unit that's in front of this unit cannot be chosen by the opponent's card effects. Now, that's some pretty nice protection. Will definitely save, your important Stoicheia Grade 2 attackers on the front from any kind of retiring or ability that will get rid of them off the field. So as our final Grade 2, I guess she'll go down here, but let me just quickly tidy this up. Okay, so wrapping things up for the Encounter Right lines, I think we almost completed a Phantom Blaster Dragon. I think we're probably just missing maybe another Grade 2 and Phantom Blaster himself. I'm pretty sure we completed the Dragonic Overlord right line, even getting the extra Grade 1 and Grade 2 and Dragonic Overlord himself as one of our triple rares down here. And for our SP, we got the new front trigger for Dragon Empire. Let's not forget our holo cards. We got 5 of them, which are these 5 over here. As usual, if you enjoyed this video, do give it a like. Let me know what you guys think about these new and some pretty old cards in the comment section down below. And don't forget to subscribe for more Vanguard Overdress booster box and product openings on the day of release. With that, I'll see you guys in the next Vanguard video.